Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 4 math, grade 3 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 3 math and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter properties, and the lessons we're going to cover today are multiply using the distributive property, solve using properties of multiplication, relate multiplication and division, relate addition and multiplication. So let's just start with the first lesson. Okay, here I'm on grade 3 math. We're going to start with the chapter properties. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is multiply using the distributive property. So in the last session we have learned what is the distributive property, right? So today we're going to apply the distributive property and we're going to learn how do we multiply, right? The first one is 7 times 11. You are given the hint, right? You have to write 11 as 10 plus 1. So simply replace the 11 by 10 plus 1, right? Here it is. Now you have to multiply 7 times 10 first, plus you have to do 7 times 1, right? So that is 7 times 10 plus 7 times 1. Here you apply the distributive property, right? So 10 times 7 is 70 and 7 times 1 is 7. That is 7 times 11 equals 77. That's how you multiply using distributive property, right? The correct option is, okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, use the distributive to multiply. Use the property of multiplication, distributive property of multiplication to find 6 times 11. You have to write 11 as 10 plus 1, right? You have to do 6 times, replace the 11 by 10 plus 1, right? How do we do? You have to do 6 times 10. Here you have a plus sign, right? Then you have to do 6 times 1. So 6 times 10 is 60 and 6 times 1 is 6, that is 66. This is not important to find the answer. The important here is to learn how to apply the distributive property, right? The correct option is 66. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, use the distributive property to find use the distributive property of multiplication to find 6 times 13, right? You have to write down 13 as 3 plus 10. You have to do 6 times, you need to rewrite 13 as 3 plus 10, right? So you can do 6 times 3 and plus 6 times 10. So which is the correct option? 6 times 3 is 18 and 6 times 10 is 60. So the correct option is 78. 78 is the correct option, right? The next one is use the distributive property to find 8 times 12. So, which is the correct option? 'The correct option is 96. You need to have use your notebook and do the multiplication by using the distributive property, right? So, the correct option is 96. Twelve times 8 is 96. The correct option is 96. I'm sure no one is using your notebook and pencil to do the practice questions. So use the distributive property to find the answer 6 times 12. The correct option is 72. It is 12 times 6 is 72. The correct option is 72. Okay, the next one is 7 times 12 equal. The correct option is 12 times 7 is, yes, 84. It is the correct option is 84. 9 times 11 equals, 99. It is 11 times 9 is 99. 7 times 13 equal, the correct option is 91. Option number 1. How 212? Sorry, how 210? The correct option is 99. Use the distributive property of multiplication to find 8 times 11. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 88. 11 times 8 is 88. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is solve using properties of multiplication. Okay, type the missing number. You have to find the missing number. Use the associative property of multiplication. So which number is missing? Associative property is when you have three numbers involved. On the both sides you have exactly the same numbers, right? Just the group, like the way to multiply, the order of multiplication is different, right? So you have which number is missing? The missing number is 4. The correct option is 4 because on the both sides the must be same. So you have 3 here and 3 here, 9. That means 4 is missing. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, type the missing number. Use the identity property of multiplication. So which number is missing? Identity property means when you multiply a number with 1, you have the number itself, right? So that is the identity. The next one is you type the missing number. Use the commutative property of multiplication. So which number is missing? The correct option is 5 times 9. 9 is missing. Very good. Okay, the next one is use the zero property. So which number is missing? What numbers times 2 equals 0? 0 times 2 is 0. So the missing number is 0. Okay, 10 times 3 times the missing number and 10 times 3 times 9. So which number is missing? The correct option is 10 times 3 times 9. 9 is the missing number. The next one is 8 plus 1 times 4. So 8 times 4 plus what number times 4? What number is missing? The missing number is 1 is missing. Yes, 1 is missing. Very good. If type the missing number, so which number is missing? The correct option is 8 times 1. 8 is missing. Type the missing number, so which number is missing? That is 5. Very good. 5 is missing. Type the missing. The correct option is yes, that's the one we did on the tutorial. Actually, 4 is missing. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next one is relate multiplication and division. So basically, multiplication or division are opposite to each other, right? Okay, so 100 divided by 20 equals 5. Then that means if you multiply 5, because multiplication or division, if you multiply 5 times 20, that equals 100, because multiplication and division are exactly opposite to each other, right? So 20 times 5 is 100. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, if 30 divided by 3 is 10, then 3 times what number is 30? So because they are related, multiplication and division facts, so they must have exactly the same numbers. So which number is missing? Yes, 3 times 10 is 30. The missing number is 10. Got it? Okay, 10 times 5 is 50. Then what number divided by 10 equals 5? Which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, 50 it is. The correct option is 50. Okay, if 80 divided by 8 equals 10, then 8 times what number? 8 times 10 is? The correct option is 80 is the missing number, right? 10 times 2 is 20. Then what number divided by 2 equals 10, which is the correct option? That is 20. It is 20 divided by 2 equals 10. The correct option is 20. If 100 divided by 20 equals 5, 5 times 20 is the correct option is 100. It is option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, if 40 divided by 4 is 10, then what number times 10 equal 40, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, 4 times 10 is 40. 9 times 6 equals 54. Then 54 divided by what number equals 6? Yes, that is 54 divided by 9 equals 6. Okay, if 35 divided by 7 equals 5, then what number times 7 equals 35, which is the correct option? That is 5 times 7 equals 35. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Let it play. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Jerry, please write the answers once. Do not create the mess. The next lesson is relate addition and subtraction, addition and multiplication. Which expression equals But here I think you're not given with the options. So let's just start with the test questions. Okay. Which expression equals 4 times 3? So basically, multiplication and addition are related. How? Either you multiply or either you add them repeated, either you do repeated additions, that is exactly same. Like here you are given 4 times 3. Either you add 3 4 times or you add 4 3 times, that is exactly the same, right? But here you are given both the options with 3, right? So the correct one is the one in which you 3 is adding 4 times. So option number 1 is the correct option. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, they have exactly the same answer, right? Which expression equals 3 times 3, which is the correct option? So 3 times 3 means you need to add 3 times. So which is the correct option? No, you don't have to find the answer. You have to see which expression is equal. That is option number 1. You are going to add 3 times. Which expression equals 3 times 4, which is the correct option? Option number 2 is the correct option. You can add 4 3 times. So option 2 is the correct option, not option 1. Which expression equals 3 times 2, which is the correct option? That is option number 1 is the correct option. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is the correct option. 2 times 2 equals, That is the second option, right? Okay. 2 times 4, which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option, right? That is option number 2. Okay, you can complete the lesson yourself later today. So we are done with the lesson. We're working on grade 3 math. The chapter working on is properties. The lessons we have covered today are multiply using the distributive property, solve using properties of multiplication, relate multiplication and division, relate addition and multiplication, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. So if you have any questions related to the lessons we have just finished, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Questions? Okay, then that's all for today. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.